Good day everyone, this is Professor A and today I would like to answer questions from viewers. So it's been a while this question, but I would like to highlight this one because there are many who are asking this, especially in one-on-one free consult about the survey questionnaire. So the question is, this is in Tagalog, so Tagalogin ko na lang din. So this is from Panonoy Montera. I believe nasagot ko din siya sa inbox. But I just wanted to highlight this one so that yung iba alam na din ano yung sagot sa tanong. Okay? Sabi niya, bossing, ano po ba pwede gawing research question sa title na Owning Transportation Vehicle for Lodging Business? So, translate ko lang sa English, And what is trying to say or what is trying to ask is that what are the appropriate questions for the lodging house business? So actually, there is a template for specific questions that are vital, and must be included in your survey question. So tandaan po palagi na it should start from your survey questionnaire, the result of your survey. So it is really important that you conduct your survey questions in real time, hindi yung gawa-gawa lang or a made-up survey result, Kasi malalaman at malalaman. The panelists will know that it was just made out of your table, not a real-time survey, So moving on, let's discuss the market survey questionnaire. So there are survey questionnaire components at may tinatawag tayong essential variables. Number 1 is buying intention or BI, or answers the question, are you willing to buy? Or willingness to buy. It is answerable by yes or no in your questionnaire. Okay? Then second, buying power or BP, or answer the question, how much are you willing to pay? So this one, the choices are in price range. Okay, kunwari 100 to 200, 200 to 300, 400 to 500, etc. etc. So that is how you structure your choices pertaining to buying power. Now for buying frequency or BF, it answers the question, how often are you willing to buy? So this is a frequency scale. So ang sample nito is monthly, quarterly, semi-annually, and annually. So these are the common sample choices, So may nagtanong sa akin during one-on-one consultation, sabi niya pwede ba daw na occasionally? Ang sagot is hindi pwede. No, because you cannot measure occasionally. How often is that occasion? Ang tanong. Not unlike pag sinabi mong monthly, alam mo kaagad na there are 12 months in 1 year. So, the frequency equivalent niyan is 12. Pag quarterly, ang frequency equivalent niyan is 4. 4 times. So, ibig sabihin, 4 na beses sa isang taon. Okay? Semi-annually, 2 beses. Annually, 1 beses sa isang taon. Okay? So, yun. So, hindi pwede yung occasionally or ano pa yung hindi measurable. It should be measurable. Then, consumer preferences or CP. It answers the questions, which product or service are you willing to avail? Pag product, it refers to tangible goods. Pag services, it refers to intangible goods. Okay? So, if yung business mo or your business proposal is service yung ino-offer, then services ang term. Pag meron kang tangible goods and then product ang term na gamitin. But pertaining to this question, which product or service are you willing to avail? So, this is important especially if you have several product lines. You should include this question. Okay, so those were the essential variables na talagang importante talaga na it must be included in the survey questionnaire. But there are also good to know variables na you might also would want to include in your survey questionnaire. Bakit? Because you can use this for your marketing strategies. And some dito din ay kailangan din sa demand analysis. If you reach that point sa demand analysis. But for this topic, we're just going to focus on the survey questions or what should be included in your survey questionnaire. So the good to know variables, these are additional questions to know more about your respondents or your market. So number 1 is consumer awareness, or answer the question, are you aware of the product? If service, are you aware of the service? Okay? Then user status, do you own or use? Or if service, do you avail? Okay, ganon. Remember, itong number 2, user status, this is included in the demand analysis sa market segmentation process ng demand and supply analysis method. Now, alam ko magulo kasi kung dito ka nag-umpisa, talagang magulo, no? Kasi you are not yet acquainted with the demand analysis. But later on, you will be able to know that, no, as you progress in your feasibility study. But if you wanted to know, you can visit my YouTube channel or kahit dito sa TikTok. I think I have uploaded also about demand analysis, no, using demand and supply analysis method and market survey method. At itong user status, this is vital question na kailangan mo din, no? You will be using it if darating ka na doon sa demand analysis. Then number 3, brand preference. What other brands are you willing to buy or purchase? No? But you may or may not include this one. No? It depends on you. It depends on the need of your business. No? Information that you need. Pag di naman kailangan, you might not want to include it. But if you think that you need it, then feel free to include it in your survey questions. Okay? Then user rate. How many products are you willing to buy per transaction? Okay? So ito, at least makompute mo na, di ba? Ito, if I will produce this similar product, ito pala yung amount of items na kanilang bibilhin. No? If you think that you need this one, if marami kang product line, or kahit isang product lang, but if you think you need this one, you may include this question. Then, technographic. So, it answers the question, what platform do you prefer to buy our products or services? So, pag sinabing technographics, ibig sabihin lang yan is the use of technology. Saan platform ka bibili? Sa Facebook ba? Or other online platforms like Lazada, Shopee, or ano po ba, Shopify, and other personal online platform or website, no? Or even traditional brick and mortar, no? Minsan, nai-include pa din sa technographics, no? Then, number 6, word of mouth or WOM. Will you recommend? So, ibig sabihin, will you recommend our business if we establish the same business with the competitors? So, bakit ito important na tanong? Because you will know that they would try out your products if you will open a similar business. Okay? This question, itong number 6, I highly recommend that you include it in your questionnaire. Number 7, the demographics. This should be prior to the actual survey question. Pinakauna yan siya. And this is very, very important. Itong age, gender, income, religion, etc. No? Because you will be using this in the market segmentation process of the demand analysis, no? If you are using market survey analysis. Ngayon, I know you are confused because ano ba itong pinagsasabi ni sir, no? Demand analysis, merong demand and supply analysis, merong market survey analysis. Do not get confused, darating din kayo dyan. And it is very, very important to know that also because doon nagsisimula lahat. Doon i-extract yung projected sales nyo, which is yung projected sales nyo, doon din ang magiging basis ng gross sales nyo sa financials. Learn step by step. So, let's focus lang muna, or you focus lang muna with what are you going to write in your survey questions. Now, if you want to know how to write the sample question, then visit my website, coach.professora.com, and book for a free 30-minute consult. Again, ulitin ko libre ito, 30 minutes. If nahiya kayo to book on free consult, visit my Facebook page, official Facebook page, and ask questions there, no? PM me. For you to be able to know ano yung mga official Facebook page ko, simple lang, visit my website. And if you sign up, you will receive an email automation, and there's instruction on how you can book if you wanted to book, or if you wanted to access my Facebook page, or if you wanted to join my Facebook group. Andun lahat sa website ko. Okay? I hope that you learn from this discussion, no? If you want to learn more, follow me on my social media accounts. This is Professor A. Have a great day, everyone, and see you.